Hey everyone, and welcome back to FSI DFS. I am McKinley412, and today we're going to be looking at this early slate on Draftkings. A nice little 4-game slate, a bit of a refresher after that monster 15-game slate on Tuesday night. But we'll just go through the pitchers here and then kind of go game by game. It shouldn't take too long with it only being 4 games. Weather looks pretty good for now, but I do record these the night before, so if anything does pop up overnight, make sure you're paying attention to that. And yeah, let's just get started with it. Right up at the top, first off, before we get into the pitchers, there's not much to like. We don't have a true stud ace on the mound at all. It's pretty obvious here. There's nobody I think is like an absolute must-have. Obviously, there are guys that are standing up more towards the top than towards the bottom. So Manaea, 9.3K, the most expensive pitcher on the slate. He's got a tough matchup here going up against San Diego. He had a phenomenal last start, posting almost 40 DK points with 13 strikeouts. So you can kind of see his strikeout rate is trending up over the past month or two, so that's definitely a good thing. He doesn't walk many guys at all. But like I said, he is in a tough matchup here. San Diego does not strike out often as a team. They're one of the better hitting teams against left-handed pitching as well on the season. So, while he is probably one of the better pitchers on the entire slate, if not the best pitcher on the slate, in terms of just a real life, in a vacuum sort of standpoint, he's not my favorite pitcher on the slate. I do think, and I'm scared to say this, I do think that I like Blake Snell a little bit more here. And I can't believe I'm actually saying that. But 8.8K for Snell here. He's got a $500 discount, and he hasn't faced Oakland yet this season. He, like Manaea, had a fantastic last start out. Now, granted, it was against Miami, so not the greatest of offenses. Oakland has a better offense than Miami, albeit, not too much here. But one thing that I do like about Snell is that he is pitching at home in San Diego, and his splits between home and road are incredible. So he's averaging 24 DK points at home and only 6 on the road, and he's got 7+ starts in each category. So we have quite a bit to go on. And if you look at the game logs here, it kind of also follows along to suit. Take away this 28 in Miami. At Washington, 0 points. At Philly, 10. At home, 21. Awesome. Goes on the road, hits -11. On the road, 6. Come at home, 38 against the same Mets team. On the road, -6. On the road, 7. At home, 30. So he's got some serious home road splits, and I just don't understand how somebody can have that large of splits. But he does, and we're getting a pretty good sample size. We're over halfway through the season. It's still kind of staying around. So I like Snell. He's probably my favorite pitcher on the slate here. I do prefer him slightly over Manaea, albeit not too much here. So Snell and then Manaea. Odorizzi's next. I don't like Odorizzi here. He's got a nice spot, but he's just going to be one of those pitchers. He's going to get you between 13 and 18 points. There's not much higher than that he's going to get. I think he had one start a while back, if I can remember. He's a stud. This one against Baltimore. I guess it wasn't too far back. 32 points. But he's not going super deep into games. He's not going to be striking out a whole lot of guys. He lets up a lot of hits. So Odorizzi, it's not in my top 3 pitchers. I like him here much, much more for $500 cheaper. Kind of in a similar matchup. He's got a decent matchup going up against Cleveland. Cleveland, we know their offense can struggle at times, and Kim is going to provide you with a nice floor. He has allowed 2 or fewer runs in 7 of his past 8 starts, so he's in great form. He's played some decent offenses in here as well, going up against Atlanta and going up against San Francisco twice. Even the Cubs, they're no slouch. So Kim, I would way take over Odorizzi. I might even take Kim over Manaea, just because I'm not sure I want to take 2 pitchers from the same game, just like with the win bonus and everything. So I think Snell and Kim might be a popular option. if you don't want to put two pitchers in from the same game. Below Kim, we got Kikuchi. He's in a tough matchup going up against Houston. We all know what Houston can do, but aside from these two starts, Kikuchi has been one of the better floor pitchers in the entire league. You can just see all the games where he's in the mid 20s, just constantly. He's going to be striking guys out. Let's see if he's played Houston yet this season. He's played them twice, 19 average. So not bad. So he has faced this Houston offense team and has done well. So, at 7.4K, we're looking for around, 18 to 20 points. Can he get you that? And I think he's more than capable of doing so. That's kind of right around where he's been against Houston. And, his floor is pretty solid. So, I mean, I like him over Odorizzi as well. I'm kind of almost throwing Odorizzi out. You're just kind of like throwing him in, just kind of hoping for a win bonus maybe, and really not too much else. Plesac, no interest at all. His strikeout rate has just been steadily going down as we go throughout the season. He's been letting up a lot of home runs. St. Louis just doesn't strike out as a team. So no thanks to Plesac. Hap, he goes deep into games. He gets a lot of, oh yeah, so you can see it right here. He's in the triple digits. He does throw a lot, but on the other side of the coin, he allows a lot of hits. He's been allowing a lot of home runs. This Detroit team has done pretty well since post All-Star break. So Hap, while he does go deep into games and he is a workhorse, he does have a lot of flaws to go with him there. And Peralta, cheapest pitcher on the slate, 6.2K. Rough start out last time, but I'm not gonna say completely fade him, but I'm not gonna say target him either. He's just kind of there. So, Manaea, Snell, Kim, and Kikuchi, I think those are really the four that you're just gonna be gravitating towards on this slate. If I had to rank them, I'd probably go Snell. I'm gonna say Kim over Manaea just because better matchup, cheaper price, and if you don't want the two pitchers from the same game and kind of hope for that double win bonus, go for that. But they're close, and then I would go Kikuchi fourth. And then after that, I think there's a very steep drop off with pitchers. So let's get into the bats here. First game up, St. Louis versus Cleveland. I kind of already hinted as to where I'm interested in with the bats, just based with pitchers. I don't really have any interest in Cleveland at all going up against Kim. If I did have interest in Cleveland, it is because they are super cheap. A lot of their hitters are near min price or at min price. So obviously you got Ramirez up at the top here at 5.5K. Cesar Hernandez at 3.7 is nice. But Perez, at 2.5, and Mercado, he's min price. They have some decent numbers here. Even Harold Ramirez at 2.6K. Cleveland, I don't have any interest in them, but they're cheap. I don't think you really need to find much savings in the slate, but if you do, they're the team that you can go towards. Excuse me. Get a glass of water. St. Louis, I like their offense much better in this game here. A guy I would target, would probably be my top target, would be Tyler O'Neill. O'Neill, he has great numbers. You can see he did well there. But first off, he's cheap, and he has some of the best numbers on St. Louis going up against right-handed pitching this season. So O'Neill, given, he's one of the best hitters against right-handed pitching on the team, and he's super cheap. O'Neill, I think, is probably my top option. After him, I would definitely be targeting Goldschmidt. And then after that, you can just kind of plug and play based on where they line up in the batting order. But for sure, I want O'Neill and I want Goldie. Detroit, Minnesota, this game probably could see quite a few runs. Like I said, Hap, he allows a lot of hits. He's been allowing a lot of home runs. Eric Haas has got to be your top option here. He just hit a grand slam right before I started this video. So Haas is definitely your top option. Best numbers on Detroit against left-handed pitching. After Haas, you're kind of looking to scoop, and you're looking to Grossman, even Miggy at 3.3K. On the Minnesota side, it's pretty straightforward here. You're looking at Polanco, you're looking at Donaldson, you're looking at Kepler. Those are probably your main three. bats on the Minnesota side. Houston going up against Kikuchi. Kikuchi, I think he's going to be able to kind of hold them in check. But I mean, as I'm going on here, there's no one offense that really stands out. So you're looking at guys here like Correa and Gurriel. They're probably your two best options. Brantley's cheap. Alvarez, he's up there. I think Toro just got traded tonight. So don't play him. I might be mistaken. I don't know. It doesn't even matter. Oh yeah, he was. He was just traded to the Mariners. Who they're playing. So Seattle side, they have some interesting numbers going up against right-handed hitting or pitching in that the two best guys are both right-handed hits. So Haniger and France. France has been on fire in the past month or so against right-handed pitching. I think he's hitting like 375 in the past month. So he's been doing very well. He'd probably be a top option for me there. I kind of like Seattle as a nice GPP play just because, I don't like Odorizzi as a pitcher. I don't think he's going to do much. He doesn't have too much blow-up risk, but, he's not going to really be shutting anybody down either. And the final game, Oakland and San Diego. I like both of the pitchers from this game, so I'm not really too interested in anybody. Olsen at 5.8K. I don't think there's really any salary issues at all, so I think he's a nice option here. Even lefty, he is by far and away the best hitter against left-handed pitching on Oakland. He's got 33 hits, and 13 of them have gone for a home run. So his 390 ISO is top dog in Oakland against left-handed pitching. So I'd be definitely targeting him. But other guys, you're looking at Laureano, you're looking at Kana. And on the San Diego side, very straightforward. Tatis, Machado, Pham. Those are your top three. So that kind of covers everything. There's not one team that really stands out above the rest. But pitchers, just real quick, once again, Snell, Manea Kim, and then Kikuchi. And for bats, I'm looking towards St. Louis. I'm probably looking towards this Minnesota-Detroit game. I think it's probably going to be one of the higher scoring games. And then Seattle, maybe they make a nice GPP play for you. Cleveland's cheap, and so on. So make sure you go check out that other video we have coming out later on in the day. Mega Ruler is going to have the main slate covered for you guys. But as always, hit that subscribe button, thumbs up. It really does help us out in providing this free content. And we will see you in the next video. I think tomorrow is another double slate day, so make sure you come and check out the early video there as well. So good luck in your contests, and we'll see you next time.